If you're like us, you love discovering habits and systems that make life better. That's why we're excited to share this opportunity. It's perfect for anyone trying to design a career that works for them, not against them. Intuit, the maker of TurboTax and QuickBooks, is expanding its world class network of tax and bookkeeping experts. As an Intuit expert, you get to work virtually, select your hours, and be part of a mission driven culture focused on helping customers prosper. Plus, you're supported by a team of experienced tax professionals who are there to help you succeed.
They also offer Intuit Academy, a free and self-paced training program through which you can advance your tax and bookkeeping career.
So, if you're looking to design your future with a flexible and supportive tax career, visit intuit.com/expert to learn more or apply. That's intuit.com/expert. From fitness routines to mental resilience, navigating personal goals to tackling burnout, we all need a little help being human. That's what the Life Kit podcast from NPR is here to do. If you're looking to move with more intention or just need thoughtful guidance on living better, Life Kit delivers strategies to help you make meaningful, sustainable change. Life Kit offers real stories, relevant insights, and clear takeaways to help you meet those decision-making moments with confidence and clarity.
I find that so often when I listen to Life Kit, it answers some question that has been burning in my mind. Like recently, because we've been spending a lot of time outside, I was like, how do we avoid mosquito bites? And sure enough, there was an episode, How to Avoid Mosquito Bites, just in time. Get help tackling common issues like relationships, finances, parenting, and your career. Then walk away with a game plan you can implement right away. Life Kit isn't just another podcast about self-improvement. It's about understanding how to live a little better starting now. Listen now to the Life Kit podcast from NPR.
Lemonada.
I'm Gretchen Rubin, and this is A Little Happier. I love an aphorism, paradox, koan, fable, parable, proverb, and secret of adulthood. I also love teaching stories. One of my secrets of adulthood is important truths are too important to be new. The same truths emerge over and over again, expressed in different words, different metaphors, and different stories. Here's one example. A useful and memorable aphorism attributed to executive coach Marshall Goldsmith is, "What got you here won't get you there." That phrase was the title of the best-selling book Marshall Goldsmith published in 2007, and I often hear people invoke that phrase. Goldsmith argues that the skills, behaviors, and habits that help us succeed at one level of our career or life often become obstacles or limitations when we try to advance to the next level. As it happens, there's a well-known Buddhist teaching story, often called the parable of the raft, that makes the same point and has been around for more than 2,500 years. Here's my version of that story. Once upon a time, a man on a long journey came to a great expanse of water. Near him, the shore was dangerous, but he knew that across the water, the shore was safe. He yearned to reach that distant shore, but he couldn't find a boat or bridge that would allow him to cross. So he gathered reeds, sticks, and branches and bound them into a small raft until at last he was able to use the raft to paddle himself to the other side of the water. When he reached the other side, he looked down at the raft and thought, "This raft has been so useful to me. By using it, working with my hands and feet, I reached the safety of this other shore. Shouldn't I bring my raft with me? Lift it onto my head or carry it on my shoulders as I continue my journey?" The Buddhist teaching is that he should leave the raft behind. The raft was useful for crossing over, but it should not be clung to after it had served its purpose. In the same way, once we've received the Buddhist teachings to reach a new understanding, we must let go of our former ways of thought. The parable of the raft reminds me of another teaching story from economist and philosopher Adam Smith's groundbreaking book, The Theory of Moral Sentiments, published in 1759. Smith suggests why we might find it so difficult to leave that raft behind. And interestingly, he uses exactly the same metaphor, the metaphor of the raft. Here's a slightly edited version of what he wrote. We conceive a sort of gratitude for those inanimated objects which have been the causes of great or frequent pleasure to us. The sailor who, as soon as he got ashore, should mend his fire with the plank upon which he had just escaped from a shipwreck would seem to be guilty of an unnatural action. We should expect that he would rather preserve it with care and affection as a monument that was, in some measure, dear to him. I think Adam Smith's observation rings true and explains why the parable of the raft rings true and why Marshall Goldsmith's catchy phrase is quoted so often. When something has been very important to us, it's very hard to leave it behind. We feel very loyal to it. We cling to it, even when it no longer serves us. And yet sometimes we must leave it behind if we are to continue to reach our aim. 3 different teachers across the centuries have commented in their own way on an important aspect of the human experience. I'm Gretchen Rubin, and I hope this makes your week a little happier. From the Onward Project.